Welcome back to Squawk Box. It is a very big week for the economy leading up to Friday's August jobs report. Kicking it off today, the Paychex August small business report being released. Joining us right now to go over it is Marty Mucci. He is CEO of Paychex. Good morning, Marty.
Good morning.
To the extent that your report is going to help us sort of decipher what we may hear later in the week, help us with it and tell us what's happened in this past August.
Yeah, Andrew, I think what we've seen is a slight decline from July in the small business. These are businesses under 50 employees, down about 1% from last year. Still seeing job growth, but less. And I think what it's telling us is that small businesses in particular are a little bit cautious because of the tariff issue. You know, they can't change their suppliers if they're from China as easily. They also don't have as much pricing control, so they're a little bit more cautious about that. And, of course, it continues to be a tough labor market to hire, and particularly for small businesses, it's always a little bit tougher for them to hire and draw people than large businesses.
But you think it's a tariff story. I mean, and what do you expect come the end of this month, for example, given the new tariffs that are going on today?
Yeah, I think our research shows that the majority of small businesses are not impacted by the tariffs. So I think it's still mostly that it's a tight labor market and tough for them to hire. But I do think that those businesses, small businesses that are impacted by China, it is more difficult for them to change suppliers. It's also, they don't have as much pricing control, so it does have some impact on them.
Hourly wages, what happened?
Yeah, wages were up about 2.6% over last year. The larger businesses, when you get up closer to 50 employees, they're closer to 3% wage increase, so pretty consistent with what we've seen. We are seeing wages rise a little bit for these small businesses because they have to try to attract, the employees in a tough market. But I also see you have owner-only businesses, and they don't give themselves wage increases, particularly in a tight economic market.
Marty, we're showing a map right now on the screen in terms of where some of that growth is taking place. The South remains first among regions in employment growth, the West leading regions in hourly earnings growth. Why is that?
Well, you're seeing more minimum wage increases, in particular in the West. And I think to get the employees, you have to raise the wage rate in the West. You know, when you think about minimum wage in the West, it averages around $11.50. In the South, it averages around $8 still. So you still have lower wages in the South, but more people, and you're attracting a little bit more job growth, particularly in construction and leisure and hospitality and other services.
Okay, Marty, we got to go. By the way, if you want a job, Tennessee is now the top state for small business growth. And if you want the best top wage, Illinois remaining the top state for wage growth. Marty, great to see you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks.